Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your 1010 Portal Tarot reading. 1010-2021 is a 7, and 7s are all about expanding into our growth from the experiences and lessons that we've been working on, which is coinciding perfectly with Mercury being retrograde through the sign of Libra, and then new potential awakening within us, new aspects of ourself coming online, new awareness of others, of ideas, of energy, of spirit. So Aquarius, let's see how this 1010 portal is personally impacting you. Okay, liberate guilt and fear with the 396 frequency, and look up 369 and what that really means. Okay, it is a beautiful message for you attached to this card. Also, listening to meditative music at 396 hertz will be very healing and therapeutic to your soul at this time as you stretch into that. And here, liberate guilt and fears. Aquarius, you are breaking free where you have been beating yourself up, taking accountability and responsibility when it's not yours to own. And this could be you do that as an attempt to keep the peace, or you're dealing with somebody who's just very narcissistic, very pushy, gaslighting individual, okay? But you're coming to a place where you're not going to tolerate that anymore. You realize that you've been carrying a burden, bearing a cross that does not belong to you. And any sort of mistake or error that you've made in the past, if somebody is still holding that over your head to this day, this portal is going to awaken you and empower you to no longer tolerate that. Meaning, you're going to come to the conclusion of, how long must you punish me? How long must this go on? And for some of you, I don't feel like you even did anything. You just may be dealing with somebody who is a very sensitive individual and personalizes everything and projects their shadow everywhere. Okay? However it personally relates to you, there is a strength returning. There are lost pieces of you returning, Aquarius, and you're strong, and you're putting your foot down, and you're realizing that you are not horrible. You're not anything negative. You are seeing the good in yourself. You're being awakened to your divinity, to your light, to what makes you beautiful, what makes you special. And you're not going to put up with this bad behavior from somebody else. Like, the way I see it, like, I know it's a verbal thing, but it's like I just see them siphoning your energy and trying to keep you small. It's because of their own shadow and their own projections. All right, so let's pull some cards and go deeper. Okay, so we have the Hermit, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, or a version of the Knight of Pentacles in this particular deck. Yeah, I see you feeling very alone and on your own, and it doesn't have to be that way. That's not fair to Aquarius. And coming through as the Hermit, this portal is awakening you to that fact that somewhere in your life you are putting up with things that you don't deserve. You are being treated and told that you are something that you're not. And it's very low vibration. And everything that we go through is a learning experience. Whatever this person or situation has been teaching you, you've earned it, you've learned it, you're ready to evolve beyond it. Therefore, this situation must change, okay? And it's been ongoing for quite some time for you, but it must change. And here it is, where you are forgiving yourself for things that just aren't true, you know, and the way that you've beat up yourself and talked yourself down because of these other energies around you. It's like you're telling yourself, I love you, self. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with you. You are amazing. You're just seeing yourself through a whole new set of eyes. And it's tender and it's sweet. And you're putting your foot down and you're not going to put up with this. And if you've been just on your own, walking your journey, carrying this heavy guilt and sadness and fear, you know, feeling like you're a terrible person, if only you were this or you were that, then, you know, all these different things would happen. You're coming out of that, because none of that's true. Spirit's going to remind you of how amazing and sweet and magical that you are, Aquarius. Okay, let's pull some more cards and go deeper. We are just going to do this, cut them in 3 piles because this is a big deck. All right. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Carrot, opportunity or windfall. Desk, pay attention to your work. Okay, so for a lot of you, this was definitely a romantic situation. Okay, not all of you, obviously. The strongest things coming through for me is a romantic situation or your work situation, your boss, co-workers, things like that. And here it is, you know, the rabbit is attracted to the carrot, right? And you feel like you are this carrot, and people just take and chip away, munch away, you know, chafe away, pick away at you till there's nothing left. And it makes you lose sight of your dreams, your goals, your talents, your work for this life journey. And Spirit is awakening you through this portal, Aquarius, where people, especially romantically, who just come in when they want something, when they want their Aquarius fix, and then they're gone just as fast. You're not going to put up with it anymore. Even if you really care, I love this person, I think they're my twin flame, you're not going to tolerate it anymore. There's a light turning on inside of you, and you're seeing the truth of yourself, and that which you've been putting up with and tolerating, you don't deserve all that. And what somebody has said to you, the way they've treated you and mishandled you, it's on them. It's not on you. You don't deserve it. You haven't done anything to facilitate that behavior from that person. And so Spirit is waking you up, because good things are going to come in, and it's time for you to get focused. And it's time for those of you who have been very, very lonely, it's time for people to come in, new people to come into your life. All right, what do we have? Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Romance is in the air. And broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay, yeah, here it is. Try as you might with this Page of Cups. Try as you might. it's like some situation, some relationship, it's the same thing over and over and over. And for some Aquarius out there, as this is general, this could be multiple relationships, especially romance, where it's as though the same thing happens over and over, and you've really contemplated on just being single, like maybe there is no love for me. I don't know how to break this pattern. I don't know how to attract a different mate. I don't know how to stop messing with this person that comes in and out of my life. I don't know what to do. You are going to know now. You are going to have the strength now, because you're tired, Aquarius, of the heartache and the pain, and you don't have to pull yourself out of the energy and flow of life as an act of protection, so that you don't continually get sucked into this loop with these weird people, especially romantically. All of that has taught you, and you're done with those lessons, and you are going to expand into that wisdom. And so in that process, it makes you stronger, and you're going to put your foot down. You're not going to tolerate anymore. You've found your self-worth again, and your dreams, your goals is all that matters to you. And you're going to realize this relationship that keeps coming in and out, that there's no hope for it. And whereas in the past that may have absolutely devastated you, through this awakening of worth of self, you're like, oh, why am I even dealing with you? Why have I put up with this for so long? You're the same old story. And those of you that have really pulled yourself out of the game because you feel like you just attract the same type of energy over and over, you're receiving your healing and your expansion. And it's time for new connections, Aquarius. We saw that in the tarot cards. It's time for new connections to come into your life that do respect you and honor you and appreciate you and don't fill you with fear and guilt and shame. Okay, we got 3. Oh, we got 4 that jumped out. Okay, look at this. We've got success. Yeah, you have completed your journey here. Well, family wishes come true. So we've got success and wishes coming true. Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. And Bull, plenty of material things. Look at that. Yes, you have done your work, Aquarius. And the hardest part is over. Now you are transforming those lessons into wisdom, into experience, which allows you to awaken to new potential for yourself, for your life. It is time for you to look deeper in yourself. What do you want? What are your talents and abilities? What are your dreams and goals? Aquarius, you've been splintered in energy. This portal is bringing you back together. And through that, you're strong. You're putting your foot down. You're pushing out toxic connections, and you're feeling good about that. And you're back focused on you, doing you. And then boom, success, wishes, and happiness. You're overflowing with abundance, with love, with support. And there's new people coming in. And these new people that are coming in, Aquarius, are awesome people. Okay? They're not like anything you have encountered. You're done with those lessons. You've learned them. This portal is awakening you to all that wisdom, so you can shed your skin of the past and embrace the future that is unfolding before you, coming back to life, coming back into connection with others. Knight of Wands. 7 of Wands. High Priestess. And 4 of Swords. See, there it is, your healing. Spirit is bringing you back to life. Spirit is making you want to be social, to interact, to come out of hermit mode. So we got hermit twice. I'm going to put this here. To come out of hermit mode, Aquarius. It's going to be a very natural, organic thing just taking place inside of you, where you want to be around others. You're relaxing your energy. You're not feeling defensive or guarded, and you're realizing your intuition is much more keen. And so any new person that comes into your reality, right from the start, you read that energy and you know what they're all about. There's going to be no fooling you, and it's because of all the lessons that you've been working on. You're done with that, and now it's time to put it into use. And therefore, you won't let people in that are low vibrational coming from the shadow. You won't. And now that you've been alone and walked your journey alone, you no longer fear being alone. You no longer fear loneliness. You no longer fear the darkness. You've overcome all of that. Now it's time for the healing and the expansion, and for life to get good and to feel good. You're not going to blame yourself anymore. Dance. Find your heart's rhythm, step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. See? You're going to be happy dancing through life, opposed to feeling like you're walking through a snowstorm in the mountains alone and cold. It's getting better, Aquarius, and you're no longer going to own emotions and ideas of others and their projection that does not belong to you. It has nothing to do with who you are. It's an imbalance, a distortion within them. You're going to see it for what it is. So those are your messages. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.